Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. Today I am going to be sharing with you a little bit about open-ended play, what it is, some different ways that you can implement open-ended play in your home, and some of our very favorite toys for open-ended play. Open-ended play is an approach to playtime with no predetermined destination. No limitations, no guidance, no expected outcomes, no finished product, no right or wrong way to play, just endless possibilities. This type of play really promotes and encourages your child to be led by their imagination and to play in whatever way feels creatively possible. So for example, if you have a puzzle or a board game, these are not open-ended play. There's a predetermined destination of play. So the puzzle, obviously the end goal is to complete the puzzle, and with a board game, the end result of the game is to win, hopefully. So open-ended toys are ones that can be used in a variety of different ways and that can take on several different roles. For example, wooden building blocks. This is a great example because if you have wooden building blocks, sure, they can be used to build a tower or a home, but they can also take on the role of other things. You can use a wooden building block as a person, or the next thing it's a car. You can use it as a plane. You can really use your imagination to turn that wooden block into so many different things, and that's really what open-ended play is about. So different things that can be utilized for open-ended play would be cardboard boxes. Cardboard boxes can literally be turned into just about anything. A home, a car, an airplane, a bed. I mean, honestly, it's endless, right? Cardboard boxes, they're typically free, and if you're like me and you have Amazon coming to your home daily, then you should have a plethora of these boxes. Use them to your advantage. You know, imagine with your kids, let them turn these cardboard boxes into something fun. So cardboard boxes, great way to implement open-ended play. Play-Dough is another great thing. You know, it is a blob of clay, but it can be turned into so many things. There's no destination in sight. You can build a wintry scene, or it can be a day at the beach. There's so many things with Play-Dough. I love playing with Play-Dough with my son. It brings back so many memories. It's just so nostalgic. But not all Play-Doughs are the same. So I'm gonna do a video probably in the near future just going over different Play-Doughs, because as a child, Play-Doh is Play-Doh. But as an adult, I have tried several Play-Doughs with my son, and they are not created equal. There are really, really good ones, and there are some really not so great ones. But I digress. Let's get back on track. Open-ended play, sand, or even the kinetic sand. We have kinetic sand. It's a little bit less messy, and I really like it. It kind of goes hand in hand with Play-Doh, but I feel like there's some different things that you can do with the kinetic sand that you can't do with Play-Doh, like using molds and stuff like that. So I really like kinetic sand as well. Another option would be building blocks, as I mentioned previously, fabrics, and play silks. Personally, I really like the Sarah silks. I can get them off of Amazon, so they're really easily accessible. They're really, really high quality, and I love the different sizes and patterns that they have. Play silks can be used in so many different ways. It can be a blanket, or a wig, or it could be a cape, or it could be land and water for playing with animals. So play silks and fabrics are a great option. They also are dual purpose because they go hand in hand with sensory play. So play silks and fabrics are also a great option. Craft supplies, if you just lay a bunch of things out on the table and let your child really take the lead without giving them anything structured, this is another great way to implement open-ended play. Peg dolls and animals are another great thing for open-ended play. I feel like they might walk the line of open-ended play versus role-playing, but I think that they really could fall into both, because though they do have a predetermined role, being a peg doll as a person or animal figurine, there's no predetermined destination. So there's no outcome or guidance when it comes to playing with them, so I feel like they can fall into both. Household items. My son loves playing with household items. Bowls, spoons, scoops, measuring spoons, pots and pans. You can give your child access to them in the kitchen and let their minds go crazy. Maybe it's a drum, maybe they're being utilized for the role that they're meant to serve. Maybe it's a pool or a pond for animals to be playing in. So again, these may be walking a line, but I really like them for open-ended play. Sensory bins. If you have seen any of my other videos, you know I am obsessed with sensory bins, mostly because I feel like it's a great way to incorporate so many things into one activity. So I love sensory bins. Again, you're getting the sensory play, but it's also open-ended because there's no goal. You're just letting them play and explore with what's inside that bin. A Nugget couch is another great item for open-ended play. Again, this could be set up as a couch. It could be set up as a chair. They could be used as crash pads if your kids are playing. It could also be a house or a fort or a tent or a wall or a barrier. Nuggets are awesome. I got our Nugget at the end of last year and it's hands down one of the best purchases I have made. My son loves it. It's one of the first things he goes for in the morning when we take him down to his playroom. So highly recommend a Nugget Comfort if you can get your hands on one. Great for open-ended play, along with a Pickler Triangle. These are a wooden triangular structure with dowels that go up each side so your child can use it to climb, which is great. I like to put ours at the front if we're making a house with our Nugget. We use the Pickler as the entrance. I have used the Nugget on the floor as a crash pad while my son plays on the Pickler Triangle. There's so many things you can do with a Pickler as well. You can even find adjustable ones that have more than one movement point, which is really cool. Something else for open-ended play is a balance board. Balance boards are awesome. It is a curved piece of wood that you can use to stand on and kind of sway from side to side. You can lay on it. We like to use it as a bridge or a slide. Again, so many possibilities, but just this one piece of furniture. So those are three. They're a little bit larger ticket items, but I definitely think they're super beneficial, especially for your little ones, getting out that energy when it comes to winter time and they're cooped up a little bit more. So the Nugget, a Pickler Triangle, and also a balance board are great additions to open-ended play. So open-ended play is more than just utilizing things in more than one way. It's more than just a different approach to play, but there's actually a lot of benefits. Some of the benefits of open-ended play are practicing leadership skills, problem solving, decision-making skills, experimenting with new ideas, learning new concepts, supporting intellectual growth, investigating, experimenting, playing independently, and even playing with others. Increased confidence, patience, and resilience are just to name a few. There are so many benefits to open-ended play aside from just encouraging your child's creativity. So there are 4 things I like to keep in mind when approaching open-ended play with my son. The first one is step back and let your little one take the lead. This is really important because it lets your child be the leader. It really removes you from being the guide, if you will, and lets them take control of their playtime. The second is to relax and expect mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen. Accidents are going to happen, but natural consequences really are a great thing, and sometimes we like to step in to prevent things from happening instead of just letting them happen and being there to support your child when they do. Also, leave cleanup for the end. There's no need to be running around cleaning up after your child when they're continuing to make the same mess through the same activity. Let them explore and have fun. Take a step back. I know for me it can be really hard. I love a clean, tidy space, but really letting him explore and be a part of his environment is super important, and then we clean up together at the end. The third one is to don't inject your help or insist on fixing things unless your child asks for it. Kids are really great about asking for help if they need it, and I find that sometimes I like to help my son do it the right way or to fix it right away instead of letting him figure it out on his own, which figuring things out and problem solving really is a detrimental skill that all kids need to learn, and why not encourage him to learn that skill sooner? So if it looks like he's struggling or needs help, instead of just insisting or stepping in and being overbearing, I will ask him, hey, do you need mama's help? And let him answer yes or no. There's times where he says yes, and there's times where he says no. And stepping in and doing something for a child that they're convinced that they can do can be really damaging to their self-confidence. So when it comes to open-ended play, let them ask for help. or ask them if they need help before just stepping in. And the fourth one is if your child does need help and asks for it, help them work through the problem instead of just giving them the answer or the solution or fixing what was broken. Help them to walk through the steps of what it takes to get to the end result. For example, if your child spills something and they need help cleaning it up and they ask for help cleaning it up, ask them what the next step is. Okay, so we need help. What do we need to do? Do we need to get a towel? Do you know where the towel is? Can you help mommy get the towel? Can you help mommy clean up the mess? So really encouraging them to be a part of that process is really beneficial. Open-ended play in its purest form is truly an activity or play with no end goal and can be as simple as exploring different materials and letting one activity lead to another. So join your child. Let them lead with their creativity and their imagination. Go along with them for the adventure. Be there to support them if they need it. Be there to help them work through any obstacles or challenges that they come across. But most of all, don't overthink it. It's really not that difficult. I hope that you found this video helpful and were able to take away some different tips or tricks or ways to implement open-ended play in your home. If you enjoyed this content, I would really love if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I post new videos on Tuesdays and Fridays and would love to have you be part of this community. So until next time, I'll see you again soon. Bye!